Good afternoon. Recently, I attended 3 events in rapid succession. I was a juror for the Cooper Hewitt National Design Awards. I was invited to participate in a conference about contemporary architecture at the Buell Center. And I was in a roundtable conversation at Philip Johnson's Glass House in New Canaan. All of these events were held behind closed doors. And the discussion in all 3 was significantly different from the kind of discussions about design that have been in the media in the last 12 months. So it became clear to me that it was time to search for the right venue to have our voices heard and to brainstorm about design and the many fields that it encompasses. Our speakers today represent landscape architecture, industrial design, interactive design, interior design, communication, and architecture. And what is very important is that most of our speakers cannot be pegged down to a single field. We have purposefully kept the format constrained in time, but open-ended in content, so that everybody can feel free to take it in any direction they see fit. The intent is to spend this afternoon and tomorrow morning listening to each other's ideas, interrupted with a dinner that hopefully will spark vigorous debate, moderated by members of our faculty and students. YouTube is allowing us to exceed their 10-minute limit so that we can make every presentation available on their site, as well as fragments from the dinner conversations. Thank you, Margaret. In addition, all of the presentations will be linked through our own website into a coherent whole. The idea of the 15 minutes presentation was modeled after the Pecha Kucha slideshows, and of course after the TED conferences. Now, the dinner roundtable discussions follow on the tradition of the 1920s Algonquin Hotel roundtables in New York City. And for those of you that are not familiar, these were lunches that were held by writers, critics, actors, and humorists who met daily for about 10 years. What is interesting about this is that the results of these conversations always made it into the media, disseminated through newspapers across the country, and these conversations engendered collaborations among those who participated. And this had a tremendous influence in the direction of writing, journalism, and criticism in America. In architecture, the closest model that we have to this mode of exchange are the Glass House conversations, again, at Philip Johnson's Glass House in New Canaan, except that those conversations are not made available to the public at large. So I want to thank those that made the conference possible today, especially because it was done in a shoestring budget in a very short period of time. I want to thank Amber for being the master coordinator, Denise, and I can't see anybody, I only see black right now, so Denise for her incredible organizational skills and powers of persuasion, Sean Jackson, Tom Buresh, and Melissa Harris for helping in the selection of the participants as well as the format, and then the faculty and the students that are participating for agreeing to take a huge risk with me. I also have to thank the ARC students for helping run the show, Chi Perlman and Susan Shenassi for their insight, criticism, and advice. And in particular, I want to thank all of our speakers for taking the time out of very, very busy schedules to share with us their thoughts. So with that, I'm going to give the podium to our first speaker.